steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon, you want one quick question? We can't ask Rashad questions.
Shout out to NOLA.com. Make sure you subscribe to NOLA.com if you want to help support me for sure. Support local journalism. This is not a tradition, it's trauma. Family of Caleb Wilson puts up anti-hazing billboard. And the billboard reads, Caleb Wilson, he had a future period, hazing took it away. Born November 1st, 2004. Transitioned February 27, 2025. Caleb was failed completely in the most unthinkable, irrevertible way. So apparently, just going into it, shout out to Quinn Kaufman for writing the story. Going into it, what I understand from the story, and I hate doing this because if it's wrong, then people are like, you spreading wrong information. I apologize. But I believe what's going on here is in New Orleans, there's a Omega Psi Phi convention or something like that, or event down here, a major event for 2-3 days in the middle of the week. And so Caleb's family bought these billboards for the Q Dogs to see. Yeah. For the next 2 days, an electronic billboard in New Orleans will honor the memory of Caleb Wilson, the Southern University engineering student who passed away in February after a February fraternity house ritual in Baton Rouge warehouse. The billboard campaign, organized by Wilson's aunts and uncles, will display messages in the city's Central Business District, the CBC, through Saturday. There we go. The timing and placement of the billboards in proximity to a meeting of thousands of Omega Psi Phi members from multiple southern states, all convening in New Orleans from Wednesday to Sunday to set priorities and discuss business. I ain't gonna lie. I like the way that Caleb Wilson's estate has been moving, bro. His family has been moving real smooth. I really appreciate that. Now I did, you know what I'm saying? I questioned the Boosie thing of them saying we don't want our son's legacy and name to be tied to Boosie. I questioned it because it's like, was it a problem when Boosie came out and played with the human jukebox and Caleb, you know, at the Superdome, you know, for the Bayou Classic? What was it a problem then? Or was it like, look at our son, we are so proud of him. He's playing trumpet while Boosie's in front of him rapping Wipe Me Down. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something like it. But other than that, like every single thing they do, the stuff they say, like it just makes sense. And it really clicks. You know, it really clicks. So salute to this family, bro, for sure. 5 members from multiple southern states all convening in New Orleans from Wednesday to Sunday to set priorities and discuss the business of the fraternity's 9th district following the year. According to Retna Colbert, Caleb's aunt, the campaign seeks not only to honor their nephew's memory, but demand change in the wake of the preventable passing. In honor of our nephew, Caleb Wilson wrote, recreated this campaign, billboard campaign to demand accountability, raise awareness, and ensure that his story is never going to be forgotten. Colbert said in the news release, along with 3 kids and Wilson's uncles, Caleb was a brilliant, hard-kinded young man with the limitless potential and a gifted musician, a loving family member, and a light that lives in everyone who knew him. That light was extinguished far too soon because of hazing. Yikes. The billboard was switched throughout multiple displays. One reads, Caleb Wilson, he had a future. Hazing took it away, and large red lettering next to a photo of Wilson on Southern's campus. Below the message are Wilson's death and his transitioning death date. Dates, November 1st, 2004 to February 27th, 2025. Caleb was failed completely in the most unthinkable, irreversible way, the billboard says at the bottom. Another design reads out the list of live milestones that Wilson will never get to reach: his 2026 graduation, his first day on the job as a mechanical engineer, his wedding, the start of his family. It ends with the check mark next to the only milestone he did reach: his March 15th service and burial. Crazy. These billboards are a public dedication of our grief, our love, and our fight for justice. They speak to what Caleb lost, but also to what the world lost. Wilson's family wrote in a news release, we want every student, parent, educator, and community member to understand the real cost of hazing. This is not a tradition, it's trauma, and we will not continue it to go unchecked. The physical billboard is located on the 1000 Poydras Street and will remain through Saturday. The 88th annual meeting of Omega Psi Phi's 9th District gathers fraternity members from Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Texas at the Hyatt Regency in New Orleans, just blocks away from the billboard. In wake of Wilson's death, unaliving, politicians and fraternity and sorority leaders have offered measures that they believe could prevent another hazing-related passing. Tony Clayton, district attorney for the 18th Judicial District and chairman of Southern University's Board of Supervisors, has proposed putting all recruitment and intake activities at Southern in their hands of the graduate chapters of the Greek letter organizations, not the undergrads. And if I'm not mistaken, a lot of these men and in Caleb Wilson's case, they were veterans and graduate students, allegedly, according to some reports and stuff like that. State Representative Delisha Boyd, a Democrat from New Orleans, introduced legislation at the state capitol this session that will require more stringent anti-hazing education for Louisiana college students. She has dubbed her bill the Caleb Wilson Act. I know that's right. The billboard campaign comes a month after Wilson's homegoing service on March 15th in Kenner, and 1 week after two Tulane University fraternities were suspended for suspected hazing. So there it is right there, man. Here it is right there. Caleb, we're with you every single time. If you look in every bio since, we last covered you, you're the first link in there majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the first links in there, and we're always remembering you and want to honor your legacy 100%. Rest in peace, fly high, Caleb Wilson. Gone too soon, but I guess we will just use him as a lesson to kids coming up and stuff like that. And hopefully he incites change. We'll see.
Steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.